With so much uncertainty, chaos, and negativity going on in our world, let's not forget that we are these spiritual beings having a physical existence. I know you know it, and I know I know it, but sometimes just with all of the noise around us, we forget, right? We're human. And with these holidays that are coming up, it can be extremely difficult for those who've lost loved ones. So today, I felt called by Spirit to share with you 5 powerful lessons I've learned from working with the dead. But in truth, they're really not dead, okay? One of my favorite quotes is by Native American elder Chief Seattle, who once said, "There is no death, only a change of worlds." Hi, I'm Italia Oliver, and if it's your first time to the channel, welcome. Be sure to hit that subscribe button down below and hit the bell notification to be notified of the latest videos. I'm often asked by clients in readings, where do my loved ones go? What are they doing? Are they okay? And I can say with great confidence, after conducting hundreds of readings for those who've made contact with their crossed over loved ones, that there are common threads in the answers to those questions. Answers that their loved ones have shared from beyond the veil. Answers where love is truly at the heart of all things. Answers that spurn our curiosity and impel us to further question the nature of our reality. According to the Egyptian Book of the Dead, the Egyptians considered the heart the most important organ in the body. They believed it was the center of emotion, memory, and thought. Unlike some of the other organs, the heart remained in the body during its embalming. The Egyptians believed its continued presence was vital to the soul's well-being here and carried into the afterlife. And so it's with the soul's well-being in mind that we explore the world of spirit. What lessons can our crossed over loved ones teach us from the other side? What happens when we die? Here are 5 of many lessons I've learned from the dead. Okay, lesson number 1, you never stop learning, ever, okay? Your soul is constantly learning and developing, even after you die. Raymond Moody, who wrote the book Life After Life, it's about near-death experiences, great book. If you haven't read it yet, I highly recommend it. He said, what do I think happens when we die? I think we enter into another stage of existence or another state of consciousness that is so extraordinarily different from the reality we have here in the physical world that the language we have is not yet adequate to describe this other state of existence or consciousness. Based on what I have heard from thousands of people, we enter into a realm of joy, light, peace, and love, in which we discover that the process of knowledge does not stop when we die. Instead, the process of learning and development goes on for eternity. So according to some of the crossed over spirits that I've worked with, they've said that they're in a school for their soul's development. And what I've found fascinating is that those particular spirits that tell us that they're in school, more often than not, say this when they hadn't loved themselves enough in their prior life. Maybe they felt undeserving or unworthy, or they felt like they hadn't accomplished what they wanted in that life for their soul's development. Life may have distracted them away from their higher purpose or mission. They've said that the purpose for this type of soul development school is for further enhancement and refinement of their soul. Also, while they're in this soul development school, I found that there's usually another crossed over loved one who acts like a mentor to help them, almost like this, guidance counselor. This crossed over loved one is usually from their prior life and older, like a grandmother or a grandfather. And it's someone that whether they knew them or not in their physical life. Sometimes they can even be a parent. And the job of this elder spirit, right, is to help them in the healing and teaching of the soul and prepare it for their next possible incarnation, wherever that may be. Lesson number 2, you work even in heaven. While some souls attend the soul development school in the spiritual dimension, others, while still in spirit form, return to the earth plane like angels to help us as ministers for the sick and dying, or to help their family and friends that are still living. They love to act as guides and angels for the living. They may choose different ways to be of help or support for both those they love and for strangers. I found that some spirits work in hospice with cancer patients, hospitals, schools, and rehabilitation centers, while other souls like to help the first responders, search and rescue teams, animals, etc. The list is endless. They also may be working on new projects in the spirit realm, things they hadn't accomplished in the physical, they can do in these spiritual realms. A lot of these tend to be just very creative work, like music and healing and the arts. Or they may find themselves doing things that they enjoyed on the earth plane, like gardening. So they help gardeners, let's say in the physical world, by inspiring ideas or watching over the plants. So it seems that our souls never stop learning, growing, or doing. Lesson number 3. There are so many places to go when you die. So far, we've learned that some souls go to the soul development school, while others like to work in spirit form on the earth plane. Now, some souls do reincarnate and come back to the earth to start again with a new body and circumstances. Yet, there are other souls who choose not to return to the earth plane at all. Why? Because guess what? Earth is not the only place you can go. Instead, they choose to exist in other realms and star systems and dimensions. And from what I've gathered from these spirits, our souls can go anywhere we wish. And what seems to be a really important factor in this decision, in terms of where these souls want to go, is what we want to learn from wherever it is we go. Like, will it give us the learning and the nourishment that our soul needs? If you're interested in these channeling series I did with Jack from Orion, this is an example of it where he used to be in this life, he was an engineer in Detroit. And when he crossed over, he told us about how he had a choice, and he chose to go to Orion to be a light body scientist, to learn more of what his soul wanted. So you can check out the videos from the channelings from Orion to learn more about his soul's journey. Okay, so lesson 4, forgiveness is synonymous with love. Okay, to love is to forgive is to love. Your crossed over loved ones want to bring healing to your soul. Some of the departed seek your forgiveness. Okay, even in readings, they may come out and just apologize to you for maybe what they did or didn't do or failed to do. Okay, and they do this to help you to heal your fractured or broken heart. Because when you forgive here on the earth plane, the vibration of your forgiveness and love is felt in the spirit world. It's all, one energy. They desire for you to live your life in peace. So know that when you forgive here, it is felt there. And the reason why so many of them want us to forgive is because when we do that, we're lifting our energy. Anything that binds us or is negative, angry, bitter, resentful, when we forgive, we are releasing that energetically, right, to the ethers. And so off of our energetic bodies, so that we are more free. And we're even more free when we do that to receive guidance and more messages or all of that from the spirit world. So they want to have even a closer communication with you and a closer relationship with you. I had that personally with my own father. There's a Forgiveness, Me and My Dad. It's a video. I'll put the link down below, like with the channelings with Jack from Orion. The link will be down below. But it was the same thing. After I have a closer relationship with my father now that he's in spirit, than when we were in the physical world together. And so that forgiveness enabled me to help have this now wonderful relationship with him where I can talk to him and be with him in that way. And so our loved ones really want us to love and be in peace. Lesson number 5. Even though your departed loved ones are physically gone, they're still with you forever, okay? They want you to know that they're still with you in spirit. So they sometimes send you signs that you may ignore. It might be a feather. Some common ones are, the feather, a coin on the ground. Maybe it's that same butterfly that keeps showing up on those daily walks, or the cry of a bird. Sometimes, depending on the person, the soul, the entity, they like to use birds. The cry of a bird, like when you think of them, or the bird tweets every morning, maybe outside your window. A lot of times they like to use nature, right? But they also try to get your attention in other ways from the world around you, like through music, a song, movies, TV, books, what someone says, research on the internet, okay? The signs are literally endless. Maybe it's even a spark of light out of the corner of your eye. They're always trying to find a way to get your attention. So it's very important that you pay attention to your loved ones' callings and whispers. So I hope that this video really helps you to know that 1, your soul never really dies. 2, you're always growing and learning. 3, you're never alone. And 4, your loved ones, they are always with you. Even sometimes if you can't feel them or sense them, they are there, and they want you to know that they're there. Okay? If you liked this video and you enjoyed it, please hit that thumbs up button, subscribe and share. It really helps me. If you're interested in a reading and connecting with your loved ones, please check out my website, and please check out any of the other videos on the channel. Thank you so much. Be well and take care.